right, hello and good morning, everyone. I'm Francia. Today we're going to be starting standing up. We're going to be doing a nice gentle vinyasa. We're going to move through our bodies in a kind of a brisk way in the beginning, and then we're going to start to kind of slow it down and taper it down at the end. So let's come to a standing position at the top of the mat. Let's bring the toes and heels together, and let's ground to the soles of the feet. Now, as you ground to the soles of the feet, take a moment to notice where your weight is distributed. Can your hips kind of tilt under very slightly? Can you lift your rib cage? Can you move your shoulders back and down? And then see if you can stabilize through both the left and the right foot. So creating a sense of full awareness and grounding through the soles of your feet. Now, as we inhale, let's take the arms up. Keep the gaze forward just for now and keep the arms separated, shoulder width apart. Reach through your fingertips. Exhale, turn your palms and bring them back down. So we're just working here on the rotation of the shoulder. Palms open, inhale, arms up. Stay grounded through your feet. Turn the palms, exhale, arms down. Good. Let's do that one more time. Keep your gaze forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn the palms out and arms down. Good. Roll the shoulders back, down and away a couple times. And then maybe forward a couple times. And then we'll again draw the arms up. This time, let's take the gaze with us. So looking up towards the heels of the hands or towards the thumbs. See if you can draw your elbows towards each other. Let your head hang back. Try not to lean back, but stay grounded through the soles of the feet. And then exhale, arms release down, and then just soften your shoulders. Notice how different that affects your shoulders as we do this. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, arms lengthen. Up and together, palms touch. You're looking up. The rib cage is lifted. You're not trying to sink into your lower back, but extend out of it instead. Press the soles of the feet. Reach like you want to touch the ceiling, and then exhale, arms down. All right, just take a moment to observe how the shoulders start to fire up in the upper and middle back muscles as well. One last time. Inhale. Palms together, gaze at thumbs, bellies in, rib cage high, pressing to the soles of the feet, elbows towards each other, shoulder blades separating and away from the ears. Exhale, arms by your sides. Good. And then again, little shoulder rolls back. Maybe just 2 or 3, and then little shoulder rolls forward, just to release the shoulders, let all of that go. Let's separate the feet about hip width apart, and then we're gonna just start to move from one side to the other. So just circle your arms, let them kind of flap around, moving into this space of turning, of awareness, that your gaze follow you. Follow the movement, I should say. Easy and gentle. Start to feel this in your legs. Maybe you can go a little faster. Maybe you can swing the arms a little wider, a little bigger. Maybe when those hands come back and slap around, it's a nice feeling in the kidney and in the lower back. Good. And then let's start to slow it down. Keep the movement just a little slower. Maybe the arms don't go up as high. Maybe they're more down towards the floor. Maybe the twist is not as deep. And then make our way back through to center. Good. So once we're at center, let's go ahead and again, feet about hip width apart. Soften your knees. Let's go ahead and place the elbows onto the knees for a moment. And then check in with the back. If you find yourself with a really rounded back like this, bend your knees more, move your tailbone back, and lift your heart and chest so that you can bring yourself forward. So it's almost like you're trying to create a flat back, right? A flat tabletop with your back. Shoulders relaxed, keep the feet nice and grounded. And then the legs are contracting, they're starting to work. Exhale, let's bring the hands down towards the mat. If you cannot touch the mat here, then you can go ahead and use a block or a set of blocks to bring the earth up to you. And then exhale, let's go ahead and softly start to release so that the abdomen stays pressing against the thighs, the rib cage stays pressing against the thighs, and then your head can relax. Your hands can be on the floor here for balance, or if you don't need them, you can hold on to the opposite elbows. And then let's go ahead and sway with the hands on the floor or not. Go ahead and lift and lower. Relax the shoulders, let there be no tension. Maybe play a little bit with bending and straightening the legs. or rocking side to side. Just kind of see how this forward fold feels in your body. And then with the next inhale, press the hands into the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Now it's your opportunity to try to straighten those legs. We're moving the rib cage away from the thighs now. The shoulders roll back. Exhale, softly bend through your knees. And then let's roll up one vertebra at a time. Really slowly, mindfully making your way up to top. Once you're standing, shoulders roll back a couple times. And forward a couple times. All right, we're gonna do that again with the forward fold. So exhale, bend your knees, place your elbows on your thighs, try to flatten out your back, reach your tailbone back, reach the top of the head forward. Imagine one flat line. From here, if it's accessible, roll the weight to the insides of your feet, to the big toes, hands to the floor. Keep your knees and your shins parallel to each other. Remember, if you can't find the floor, use a block. Inhale, try to lengthen your body, press your rib cage and your abdomen against your thighs, make contact, and then exhale, let's release. Once you release, you decide if you need your hands or not. If you don't, hold on to opposite elbows, and again, maybe a little sway, up and down, side to side. Whatever feels good for you here. Maybe bending one knee, straightening one knee, kind of almost lunging one side and then the other. Maybe playing a little bit with the bend and the straightening of the legs, rolling some of that weight forward, letting your whole body hang here. Let it relax, neck is long, no tension. And exhale, hands back to the floor. Inhale, come to your fingertips, lengthen your spine. Now try to straighten your legs, contract your quadriceps, move your ribcage away from the thighs now. Shoulders roll back, chin up, look forward. Exhale, softly bend through your knees and begin to roll yourself up. Let the arms hang heavy. Push into your feet, strong legs. And then exhale, roll the shoulders back. And then roll them forward. Beautiful. All right, putting those two together. Feet a little closer than before, maybe not touching, but maybe not as wide. So a little closer than you had them before. Inhale, arms come up. Gazing up towards the thumbs, reach and extend. Exhale, softly bend your elbows and knees as you start to make your way down. And then plant your hands on the outsides of your feet. Let the head relax. So we find that same forward fold, press into the big toe edge sides of the feet. So internal rotation of the feet, pressing into the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Shoulders back, exhale there. Softly bend your knees. Inhale, rise back up. Staying grounded through your feet. So your feet here are what you're attaching to the earth. Exhale, arms down. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. Same way with the breath. Inhale. Reach and lengthen. Exhale, softly fold. Making your way down with control. The hands come down, you line up with the feet. The head relaxes. Play with the distance here so that you can roll your weight a little bit more forward to the big toes. Keep the rib cage and thighs contact with each other. And inhale, lift halfway. Shoulder blades roll back, long extended spine. Exhale, softly bend the knees and let's rise up. Palms together, gazing at your thumbs. Exhale, arms by your sides. All right, we're ready to add on for this third one. So inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Shoulders back, contract your quadriceps. Exhale, plant your hands forward of your feet. Get your palms down. Soften your knees if you need to. Walk or stack your feet back and come into a high plank. So try not to do a down dog before you do the high plank. Come right into the high plank. Shoulders forward, fingers strong. Warming up the wrist here by just putting a little bit of weight. You can always bring your knees down and do it from this position. This is totally accessible. Protracting the shoulders, staying strong here. Let's hold another breath. Inhale. Now everyone bring those knees down. And then exhale, everyone go back into child's pose. Good morning, Dukes. Good morning. All right, move out the way, my buddy. All right, so now we're in child's pose, Balasana. Shoulder blades back, reach the fingers forward. Take a few breaths here. See if you can release any tension or tightness anywhere in the body. Stay calm, stay present with your practice. Any external stimuli, any thoughts that swirl around in the mind, without judgment and without putting any type of emotion to it, just observe. The more you observe, the less those things get a hold on you. One more breath. Exhale. Now inhale, look forward. Slide yourself back to tabletop position now, so that hands are underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. We'll do some cat and cows. Inhale, open the heart. Lift the tailbone. Find extension in the front body. Exhale, curl it under. Chin to chest. Tailbone tucks under. Shoulder blades separate. Top to the feet press down. Inhale again to cow. And exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Using your full breath and your mindful control and focus, exhale to cat. Coming to a flat back. Tucking the toes under. You can walk the hands slightly forward here. We're going to make our way back to a plank. So either extending one leg and the other, or you can always stay on your knees. Protract through the shoulders. Again, warming up those wrists and firing up the core. Now, we're going to do something a little fun here. We're going to take the right knee forward, almost close towards your right wrist, and then really lengthen your left leg back. So it's similar, I guess, to if we were setting up for like a pigeon, but not really. That the right foot is underneath you, and you want to kind of push that left leg back, start to feel it in your left front of your left hip flexor, and then slowly come back. Slide that right foot back or step it back. Hold, protracting the shoulders. Stay forward. Other side. Left knee comes forward towards that left wrist, and we slide that right foot back. Try to keep the right leg contracted, the right toes tucked under, shoulder blades moving away from kind of opening the front of the chest, so you're kind of opening your heart space. Good, very nice. And then slowly bring your way back forward, slide the right foot in, and step or walk that left foot back. Find your strong high plank, strong shoulders, building up the core muscles. They need to work here. Exhale, bring the knees down, and once more, sit back. Take Balasana. You can have your knees together or your knees apart. Your choice. Chest down, forehead down, arms can lengthen forward, or they can reach back towards your feet. Steady, calm breathing. Relax into it. Okay, inhale, lift the head, look forward. Exhale, slide your hands in, slide your knees in, back to tabletop position. All right, let's add some balancing poses here. Left leg extends back, flex the foot, stretch the left calf. So once you kind of find that position, make sure that your arms are nice and stable underneath you. Take the left leg up, point the toe, balance here. If you feel good, you can maybe take that right arm forward and see what happens. If this is available and it feels okay in your body, then you can try reaching the right arm as well. So we're extending through the right arm, extending through the left toes, kind of gazing down at the space right between or close to the space where you would be between your two hands. Reach and extending. Now bend your left knee, bend your right arm behind you, see if you can find your foot. If you can't find your foot, no worries, reach for it. If you have your foot, inhale, kick it up, lift the chest, shoulders back, find your back bend. Stretch into the front of that left quad and left hip flexor. Look forward, press the top of the right foot down. Exhale, slowly release. take that left foot forward, and now we'll do the pigeon. So with the left knee forward, start to slide your right leg back, and you can use a pillow or a block to place underneath your left hip. Stabilize that left hip, stabilize both hips, and when you're ready, make your way down into your supine kind of position where your shoulders are back. You may want to stay on your forearms for a little bit here. If the pillow is kind of giving you a hindrance, you might want to readjust it, place it where it feels a little bit more comfortable. We're just going to be here for about a minute or so. So it's important to be comfortable. If you don't have to be on your forearms, maybe you can bring your forehead down. That might feel good. I'll keep mine up so you can hear me. Shoulder blades roll back. You're kind of lengthening back with that right leg, and you're trying to just let gravity do the work here. Let gravity make all the effort here. All you need to do is breathe, focus, and then just allow yourself to go through the motions of being in an uncomfortable position for a little bit of time. Almost there. Few more seconds. Try to breathe deeply, try to surrender to what you find, let go of the tension. One more breath. And slowly with the next inhale, let's start to walk the hands in, not changing the legs too much just yet. We're going to go for a little twist. So place your right hand on the mat, take your left hand to your left thigh or your left hip or towards your the back of your leg, and then look back over that left shoulder. If it's available for you, you can bend your right knee and then reach for that right foot with your left hand. But again, not a necessity. You can just simply stay in a gentle twist. And then exhale, come back to center, tuck the back toe under, slide the knee in. Let's move the cushion or the blanket or whatever you have to the other side. And then again, take your high plank, hold and breathe here. Strong shoulders, stabilizing, belly's drawn in, nice and strong and firm. Exhale, bringing those knees down, coming back to tabletop position. We're going to balance on the other side. So the right foot now extends back, flex through the heel, find a stretch in your calf, and then inhale, right leg can come up, keep it even, keep it balanced, point the toe. If you feel stable, left arm can slide forward on your fingertips. This might be where you stay, or take the left arm back, up, and balance, gazing down to the floor. Push into your right shoulder so you're not sinking there. Reach your body in opposite directions, long extended torso, keep lengthening. If it feels good, maybe bend the right knee, reach the left arm around, maybe you find your foot. If you find your foot, inhale, kick up, lift up, find your back bend, shoulder back, press into that left toe so that you can stay grounded to that left side body, and then exhale, slowly release. Come back, take the right foot through, open the foot to the side and slide the left leg back. Position your prop underneath the right hip so that you can find stability on both hips. So as you bring that left knee back, kind of just, I always like to wiggle and allow myself a minute to kind of just settle in. But when you're ready, elbows come down and we stay here and we breathe. Another minute here or so. Relax the shoulders. You can stay onto your forearms. If you don't need your forearms, you can slide them forward. Bring your chin to the floor, your forehead to the floor. For my purposes, I'll just stay up here today. Feeling a little tight on both sides today. So you want to go to where you feel there's effort happening and there's something happening with your body, right? It's not a walk in the park just yet. So you want to feel like you're putting in some sort of effort, but then you also want to be able to hold. So finding that balance. If it's too much effort, you're going to want to come out of it too quickly. If it's too little effort, you're not really participating in the posture. You're kind of just being there, and that's fine too. Some days that's all it takes. And as you kind of hold a little longer, maybe you find that your body gives you a little bit of a green light to move a little deeper into it. Kind of see how that feels. Breathe easy, we're almost there. Maybe another 10 seconds or so. Good. And with the next inhale, let's lift the chest, slide the hands in, and just take a moment to notice how that feels when you move in this direction. Now for the twist, you can go ahead and place the left hand on the floor, and then you can just twist around to the right side. If it feels available, bend the knee, reach back for the foot. But again, not really a necessity. You can always tuck those left toes under and kind of just twist over towards the right. Find yourself wherever you need to. Doesn't have to look pretty. And then exhale, let's take it back. Release the cushion. Bring that left knee forward. Find your high plank again. And once more, let's hold strong core here. 2, 3, 4. All right, we're getting ready for Chaturanga Dandasana. You can do this from your knees. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Or you can do cobra, shoulders back, drop your hips, wiggle those hips down, let them release. No tension there. Open your heart and chest, chin up. Exhale, downward facing. And let's hold our downward facing dog here. Start with the knees bent, belly's drawn in. And then maybe pedal out the legs, take your dog for a walk. Or maybe swing your hips side to side, kind of bringing your left knee in, then your right knee in, just alternating, moving around in your downward facing dog. Maybe both heels can press down and you can just swing your hips side to side, or take your weight forward and back. So many little tiny movements you can do here to help this pose kind of settle in. Let the awareness of the pose become part of your subconscious, so that when you go into this, it's an automatic, your body just moves right into what feels right and what feels like you can hold and be with for a little extended period of time. So let's let go and release and surrender. If both heels are not reaching down to the floor, try to do it at this point. So you do want to try to go for that stretch in the ankles and in the back of the legs. Keep moving your rib cage and your chest towards your thighs, contracting your quadriceps, lifting up through your kneecaps will help protect your hamstrings. And then exhale, let's look forward. Bring the knees down, apart or together. And then once more, take Balasana. Reach the arms forward and settle in here. Breathe easy. We are now in our Balasana, our child's pose. Any modifications you'd like to make to this pose, you're welcome to, but we're going to go ahead and lift the head to look forward. And then we're going to walk the hands towards the right side of your mat so that your right rib cage is kind of resting on your right thigh. And then you want to let your forehead come down right in front of your right knee. Make a conscious effort to not lift the hips when we do this. So keep pulling the left hip down and back towards that left heel. Now your left arm is kind of really engaged here, but maybe your right arm not so much. So you can plant the hand on the floor and then create leverage to twist you a little deeper. Stabilize the breath. Let the length in the left side body happen. And then inhale, lift the head. Bring both hands together, walk them back to center. And before we do the other side, just observe how this long body feels in the middle. And then we do the other side. Lift the head, walk the hands over as far as you can towards the left. And then we're going to settle the forehead right in front of that left knee. The right arm is engaged, it's rooted, it's grounded, you feel that stretch. You can bend the left elbow and use that as leverage to pull yourself a little twist, a little deeper into the twist. Easy and stable breath. Feeling that right hip moving back and down, don't let it elevate. Keep moving it in the opposite direction of your reach. And then inhale, slowly lift the hand. Bring the left hand back together. Walk both hands back to center. And once more, long extended Balasana. Maybe now you can bring your chin to the floor, creating a little bit of an arch in the upper back. Or what feels like an arch may not look like one. Inhale, lift the gaze, look forward. Exhale, come back to your tabletop position. Knees underneath the chest, knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. All right, so from here, we're going to go ahead and extend that left leg out. Place the foot down on the floor, and then slide that right hand slightly forward so that it's stacked over the shoulder. As we open up, bring your left hand to your waist and open through the left side. If it feels available for you here, you can extend the left arm up. Now, right now, the toes are pointing towards the left foot, so everything's kind of in line with each other. But you can always open that foot back to give you a little better sense of balance. So you choose. Lift and lengthen, and then now as we exhale, let's take that left arm up and over the head, kind of like our Purvokkonasana, right? Really extending, reaching and lengthening. Can you bring a little bit more weight towards your right hand? And maybe if it's available for you, is it possible to let that left foot float up? Try. It's a little balance work here, but you can try. Exhale, left foot comes down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm down. And then before we do the other side, let's go for a fun thread the needle. So that left arm we just brought in, take it underneath, bring the left shoulder down, and extend the left ear down towards the mat. Once you're down, your left shoulder is down on the mat and you feel supported, stretching to that left side of the neck. You can take the right arm up, the top right corner, and you can extend the right leg back, kind of giving you a little bit more weight onto that left shoulder. This should feel nice in your body. So if you're feeling cramping, tightness, frustration, then you want to adjust and you want to modify it so that you do feel a sense of, this is good. This is good for my shoulder. This is good for my hip. This feels nice for my neck. And then exhale, take the right knee down. Right hand slides in. Inhale, press yourself back up to tabletop. And then we'll repeat that same sequence on the other side. So now the right leg extends out. The foot is flat on the floor. Remember, you can have that left toe open or pointing towards the right foot. Left hand is grounded, right hand to your hip. Open yourself to the side. And then inhale, you can take the right arm up. Try to press the pinky edge of your right foot down to really feel yourself stable through your legs, especially if your left toes are pointing. And then once you're ready, maybe you can take that arm up and over and find yourself here in this extended position. Only if you're ready, you can start to rock weight a little bit forward towards that left hand, and then the right leg can float up. Keep pointing to the toe. Maybe you find your balance, maybe you don't. Maybe you fall out, maybe you don't. Don't worry about it. Exhale, right leg down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale there. Inhale again, reach. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Bring the right knee in. And then we're going to thread the needle. Right arm slides through. Right shoulder down. Move yourself forward. Right ear down. Once you're in position, left arm can extend. And left leg can extend. And we breathe. Hold here. Again, this should feel nice in the body. It shouldn't feel like you're straining. It shouldn't feel like you're suffering through the posture. Please adjust and make it feel good for your body today. Hold just a few more breaths, letting go of the tension and the tightness. One more. Good. And exhale, start with the hand and then the knee or vice versa. Slowly press yourself up. And again, let's take Balasana. Hips down, arms reach forward, chin or forehead to the mat. Notice that at each time we come back into this Balasana pose, into this kind of neutral position, you might find that there's a little bit more give or that there's a little bit more tightness or tension. Either way, observe. Inhale, come up, and we're going to grab our cushion. Place it so that you can sit on the cushion and your feet are on either sides of the cushion. If you don't have a cushion, you can use a block or even 2 blocks, stack them up. So we're getting a little bit of a stretch at the top of the foot. If it's not enough, remove the cushion. If it's too much, add a block or add some blankets. Make it so that you are comfortable here. Not much of a stretch may be happening through the quadriceps, but maybe for you there is quite a bit of stretch. Just observe, maybe give your quadriceps a little bit of a rub. Say thank you for putting up with my madness. All right, and now we're gonna take that right hand to the outside of the left knee and the left hand behind, and we're just gonna go into a nice little twist, looking back over that left shoulder. Just gentle, not overdoing it, not trying to kind of twist our bodies too deeply, just to observe how the spine and the back muscles are feeling. And then coming to center, inhale, lift the arms, shoulders back, extend your body, look up. Exhale, bring your hands behind you now, and maybe you hold on to the feet, or maybe you can slide the hands a little past the feet, and then we're going to try and point the fingers back as we open your heart, shoulder blades roll back, find a bit of an arch here in the upper back, and if you like, you can even drop your head back. For me, dropping the head back doesn't feel that great. It just doesn't, I don't know, it adds strain to my neck, so I like to keep my gaze forward. Decide what you want for your body. And then inhale, press into the fingertips, come up, arms up, inhaling. Exhale, arms down. Good. Let's twist the other way. Left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, lift your chest, and then exhale, take a little twist. Relax the shoulder, looking back over that right shoulder. Let it be a gentle twist. Don't fight with your body, but instead, see if you can have that conversation. Where does it feel right for me? Where can I add a little bit more challenge? And where can I soften? Inhale, coming back to center. And then now this time, as we exhale, we're going to try to lean back, lift your pelvis, and kind of resettle yourself back down. And then maybe you can lean back towards your elbows. Maybe that's available for you. The knees may come up a little bit, that's okay, but keep moving them towards the earth. Shoulders roll back. And now in this one, it feels a little bit more comfortable, at least for me, to drop my head back. But you don't have to. You can always keep your gaze down towards your knees or towards the front of your body. I'm holding on to my feet, but you don't have to. You can just have your hands down on the floor. And then with the next inhale, if your head is back, we're going to lift it forward, look towards the knees. Slightly lean to one side, press one hand in. Lean to the other side, press one hand in. Inhale, lift the ribcage. Exhale, come back to upright. Good, relax. All right, that left foot, let's extend it forward. Keep the right foot behind. Once that left leg is extended forward, go for another twist, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And then come back to center. Reach forward to find that left foot if it's available, or just place your hands on the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, slowly release, come back to center, twisting the other way. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Look over right shoulder. Keep the left foot flexed. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist and turn. Inhale, coming back to center. Good. Lean to the right. Bring that left foot back to where we started. Back to where we started. Both knees back. And then now lean to the left and extend the right leg. Soon as that leg extends, you might feel that tourniquet effect release. This is really good for our knees and for our joints. So a really good practice to have. Let's go for the twist. Left hand, right thigh, right hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Nice and gentle, not trying to overdo it, not trying to force. Keep your right foot and calf and ankle grounded. And then exhale, slowly come back to center. Inhale, lift your chest. Oh, we did the front part first, and then we did the other side. You can take the hands forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, walk it back. Right hand to left thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Looking back over that left shoulder. So that left foot and left ankle might be starting to really feel it now. It's okay. See if you can give it a few more breaths. Exhale, find your twist. And then slowly let's release. Let's take both legs out to the front now. We're still sitting on our cushion. Flex the feet, lift your rib cage and chest. And then slide the feet into a butterfly or Baddha Konasana position. As you're sitting on the cushion, you should be able to kind of tuck under through your tailbone. So I kind of like to lift, tuck under, and then come up to upright. Walk those feet as close as it's comfortable for you to have them near your body. Hold on to the feet, maybe thumbs between the feet, and then the rest of the fingers wrap around. And then let's just flap the knees a little bit here. A lot of times when we do poses like these that need a certain level of flexibility, it can be really frustrating if your knees are way up high. I know for me that was the case for many, many years. I've given up on the frustration because I just figured it is what it is. But if you're not able to flap very much, then, maybe do one side at a time, or maybe slow flaps. Maybe you really kind of move down and up, move down and up. So you're going to find as you move through your practice what suits your body. And then let's go ahead and stop the flapping. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the elbows out to the knees. And I want you to think about your legs as one effort and your elbows and arms as the other. So as you push down with your elbows, you lift up with your knees. So it's like your elbows want to push your knees down and your knees want to push your elbows up. So you're countering the movement here. You're not just pushing your knees down to the floor. Your legs are engaged enough to push back against your elbows. Keep squeezing, keep pressing, keep working. Hold a couple more breaths. Soften the shoulders, lift your chest, and then inhale, slowly release. And again, go back to flapping those knees and just notice what that feels like. Did that make a difference? Is there a little bit more space now? Or is it a little more nicer when you flap the wings of your legs? Okay, we're gonna do that one more time. So again, elbows against the knees, knees push up, elbows push down. And then you kind of find that resistance right in the middle. Keep your chest forward, keep your shoulders back, kind of keep working. So the inner thighs are contracted. Everything is tense, 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 tense. Push, push, push with your elbows. Push, push, push up with your knees. Strong, 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 strong. And then slowly release and go back to that flap. Again, observe and note if maybe your knees are going down a little bit more. And maybe it's just a fraction of an inch. That's all it takes. All right, and then slowly come up. Use your arms to kind of lean yourself back. Bring your knees together, and let's give ourselves a nice squeeze. Forehead down towards the knees, shoulders away from the ears. And then inhale, slowly release. We're going to come off our cushion. This out of the way. And then extend the left leg. Take the right foot either to the outside or inside of the left leg. Doesn't really matter. Hug the right knee with your left elbow and twist to the right. I'm doing quite a bit of twisting today. It's a nice day for twisting. So be kind, be gentle. If you don't need that hand right behind you, you can extend it back, have your fingertips barely touching the floor, or you can reach it around towards the left side of your waist, looking over that right shoulder. Inhale, bring the weight forward, the fronts of the sits bones, lengthen the spine. Exhale, open the right shoulder, keep hugging the knee in. And then slowly let's release. Take the right foot on top of the thigh for a figure four position. So in this place, your right knee may be really high up, and it's okay if it is, but what I want you to think about is relaxing the right hip out and kind of keeping that left leg stable. One option here, fingertips behind you, lift your chest, find long spine. Keep your right foot flexed and your right ankle straight. So if your foot's doing this thing, your ankle is bent. Get your ankle on top of the thigh, flex both feet, and keep that stable ankle on the right side. If it's available for you, maybe lean forward. If this feels okay, maybe switch the position of your arms to the forward position. Kind of move with your own body. As soon as something starts to give, the ankle, the hip, the knee, whatever it is, go back to where you were comfortable before. Last choice here, reaching for the foot. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, fold. See what your body gives. Each side is going to be different. The other side, I'm not nearly as bendy as I am on this side. So this is why I show it on this side first. So you know what to do. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale there, and slowly come back. Good. Place the right foot back on the floor, and this time we're going to open the twist towards the left. So right hand inside the knee. Maybe you can grab your ankle or calf, and then we're going to look over that left shoulder. Deep breath in, slow breath out. If you don't need that hand behind you, take it around to your right side. Deep breath in, slow breath out, twist. And gently let's release. Release the right foot. Resettle yourself here. Let's take a forward fold before we do the other side. Hands down, fold deeply, shoulders relaxed. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Keep your feet flexed. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, let's release. All right, take the left knee, bend it into the chest, leave it on the inside of the thigh, or place it on the outside of the thigh. Either way is fine, your choice. Wrap your the crease of your right elbow around that left knee. Get a nice tight grip here, so you're holding on tightly. And then now the left hand can come around you. You can use it like a second spine to lift you. Move you forward as you twist. You can extend the fingertips behind you, barely touching the floor. That's going to mean that you're using more of your core strength. So if you find yourself leaning back, take everything forward, fronts of your sits bones. And if you don't need that left hand behind you, you can take it around towards your right side rib cage or waist. Twisting into it, lengthening the spine. You might feel a nice stretch in that left hip. Maybe that feels good. Open the left shoulder. And then exhale, let's release the back arm first. Gaze back to center, come back to the front. Bring that left foot on top. Same thing as before. Make sure you're sitting on both sits bones. Left ankle is straight, left foot is flexed, right leg is contracted. First option here, hands behind you, lifting your heart, shoulders back. This even actually for me, this feels great. I don't know if I would want to change this, but just for the flow of the class, I'll obviously continue to offer you suggestions. But if this were to be my personal practice, this is where I would stay. I wouldn't listen to anything else the teacher had to say. But for those of you that want to go a little bit more challenging, if it feels good, start to lean forward. The lean forward is going to give you the cue. Too much, too little, whatever, you'll decide. And then obviously next step would be to bring your hands forward as you lift your chest and you start to come forward. The last step I will not show, but you can do it at home. You can grab the right foot and then you can fold as deeply as you want there. So finding yourself back to wherever the most stable position was. So see, like before I had said I would stay up here. I kind of like it here now. It's a good idea to try because if you don't try, you don't know. Once you try, then you know where it is you want to go and where it is you want to stay. Wherever you are, whether you're deeply in the forward fold, whether you're completely upright or slightly leaning forward, find yourself at a sense of peace and ease and acceptance of your body. Inhale, everybody come back. We're going to take that left foot back down to the mat so that the left knee lifts up again. You might need to kind of wiggle yourself. And then we're going to twist the other way. So left shoulder inside the knee, hand towards your right ankle or calf, right hand behind you. Open yourself to the right. So same as before, there's this connection of thigh and leg. Let it work there. Let the opposite forces come towards each other. And then if you don't need that right hand behind you, you're welcome to take it around for your thigh or for your waist. Look back over that right shoulder. Easy breathing as you lean forward, lift through the rib cage and chest, twist. And then exhaling, let's release the hand first. Take the gaze forward next. Release the left hand grip and come back to center. Extend both legs. Shake them out for a moment. We're going to do a reverse tabletop. So for this one, we're going to bend the knees, plant the feet flat on the floor. Hands come behind you, fingers pointing forward towards your hips. Inhale, elevate your hips, shoulders roll back. Try to find a nice stable line where your hips are lifted like a table, right? You don't want the spaghetti to fall off the table. And then drop your head back. Let's hold here. 1, 2, keep picking up the pelvis. 3, try not to give up. 4, keep your toes down. 5, exhale, slowly come down. Good job. And then now we're going to pivot and lay all the way down onto the mat. Once you're all the way flat down onto the mat, just give yourself a moment of rest here. You can bring the knees into the chest. You can give the lower back a little massage. You're welcome to do a happy baby or halasana. Sometimes feels good here. If your practice is a little bit more consistent, halasana might feel nice. Just give yourselves a few more minutes. If you're doing anything that's asymmetrical, make sure you go to the other side. And then slowly kind of hug the knees into the chest, squeeze yourself tight, and then exhale. Let's release, extend the arms, extend the legs, long body, reaching in opposite directions. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the pelvis, squeeze the thighs, and exhale, arms by your sides. Let's take Shavasana, take your rest. If there's a need to bend the knees or to change the position of Shavasana in any way, do so. Make sure that you're comfortable. Close your eyes, take your awareness inward. Let your breath flow, steady and rhythmic, with control. Continue to keep regulating your breath, deepening your inhales, lengthening your exhales, bringing your breath and your body to an equanimous state. And then with the next inhale breath, we'll start to wiggle the toes and the fingers. The wrists and ankles wake up. You can take a nice long body stretch once more. Inhaling as you reach, exhaling as you settle. And then you can bring the knees into the chest and give yourself a nice squeeze or roll around a couple times or take a happy baby. Happy baby might feel good here. You can try. And then slowly we're going to roll over onto our sides. If you're there for a breath or two. And then slowly with the next inhale, we'll press into the hands and we'll come to a comfortable seated position. You can grab your cushion if you still have it nearby, or a block or blankets, something to sit on top of so that you can be comfortable. Cross your feet, Sukhasana, easy cross-legged position. If you wanted to put on a shawl or anything to cover up your shoulders, you're welcome to do so as well. And then let's just go ahead and close the eyes. Check in with the body. Take a little bit of a scan from the tips of the toes and the toenails all the way through the top of the head and the tips of the fingers and fingernails. So as you relax into your pose, as you soften into your shoulders, hold on, Terry's taking time. Thank you. Honor whatever it is that you find there. Honor whatever it is that you find in your body at this time. Sometimes there's a sense of soreness. And sometimes there's a sense of ease and expansion. If anything, allow your yoga practice to teach you how to observe without judgment. How to find gratitude for the wonderful things and the not so wonderful things, because they at the end are sometimes our best teachers. So living your life out of a state of gratitude is always a good thing to do. As you continue to deepen your breath, calming your nervous system, your body, letting go of anything that no longer serves you, surrendering to what is in this present moment, we find ourselves beginning to awaken. Awakening from the idea of separation. Awakening from the idea of polarization. And realizing that at the heart of it all, we are all just drops in the same wave, in the same ocean. Allow yourselves a few more deep breaths in and slow breaths out. Breathing with as much natural consistency as you can. Don't worry about lengthening the breath. Just be with it. Feel your body expanding with each inhale. And feel your body relaxing with each exhale. And And finally, with the next inhale breath, we'll draw the palms together at the center of the heart. Now that we've moved our bodies, now that we have settled our mind and calmed our spirit, let us offer out our practice and all the benefits of it to something or someone greater than ourselves. Let our practice serve to bring healing and peace to those around us. Let our practice serve to bring us into a space of healing and peace so that we can walk around and embody that. And with the next inhale breath, we'll prepare for Om. May we feel protected and safe. May we feel contented and pleased. May our physical bodies support us with health and strength. And may our lives unfold smoothly with ease. Namaste.
Stay, Yogi.